Scene start. Video opens with gentle piano music and a shot of a cozy living room, sunlight streaming in. A woman, Anna, 70s, sits in an armchair, looking thoughtful. Soft focus. Hello, friend, Anna here. Are you feeling a little alone these days? Maybe you're navigating life after losing a loved one. It's a difficult road. Today we're talking about something very important, something that can protect your hard-earned life. It's about guarding what you've built. We're talking about your inheritance. Scene change. Quick cuts. A friendly neighbor offering a casserole. A family member being overly attentive. A hand reaching for a will. Sometimes, the people who seem closest aren't always looking out for you. They might even try to take advantage, especially when you're most vulnerable. Widowhood is a time of immense grief. It's also a time when some friends show a different side. Scene change. Back to Anna in the armchair, now with a slightly concerned expression. I've seen it happen. I've heard the stories, and I want to make sure it doesn't happen to you. There are specific phrases, seemingly innocent words, that can signal trouble. Phrases that, if you're not careful, can open the door to manipulation. They can even steal what's rightfully yours. Let's look at the first one. Scene change. The living room again, focusing on a close-up of Anna's face. Phrase number 1. Let me help you with that. Scene change. Quick cut. Anna struggling with a heavy grocery bag. A neighbor, Martha, offering to carry it. They walk into the kitchen together. It seems so kind, right? Martha next door, offering to help with your groceries, or maybe assisting with those bills. But sometimes, helping can morph into controlling. Suddenly, Martha's handling your finances, making decisions about your money. Scene change. Back to Anna. Be grateful for kindness, absolutely, but be cautious. Carefully consider who is offering help and what are they truly trying to achieve. Protect your privacy. Scene change. A slightly blurred shot of a kitchen table with bills and paperwork. A close-up of Anna looking at them. A small frown on her face. Now the second phrase is a bit trickier. Scene change. The video transitions to a scene that suggests a follow-up, a hint of something more to come. But we'll explore that next time. It's even more important. It can save you a lot of heartache. See you then, friend. Scene end. Alright, so we've talked about the first dangerous phrase, the one about helping with your finances. Let's move on. Now imagine this. You're feeling a bit lonely on a Sunday afternoon. The grandkids are at their other grandparents. The house feels quiet. The phone rings. It's Mrs. Henderson from down the street. A sweet lady. You've known her for years. Oh, Martha dear, she says in that comforting voice. I was just thinking about you. How are you managing now? All by yourself. You tell her, oh, I'm doing fine, Mary, just fine. You might even add a little white lie. A little, everything's wonderful. Nobody wants to admit they're struggling, right? Then comes the second phrase, the one that can plant the seed of doubt and control. You deserve some help. You really do. See the trap? They're not offering you anything specific. Yet. They're simply laying the groundwork. This phrase is a subtle nudge. It makes you feel like you should accept help. It preys on your weariness, your vulnerability. They're making it about your worth, subtly implying that you are deserving of some kind of assistance. Picture this. You're having trouble with a leaky faucet in the bathroom. It's been dripping for weeks, driving you mad. You're a bit confused by new online banking. You haven't driven since your husband died. Mrs. Henderson offers to get her son to fix the faucet, or her niece to handle your bills, or her friend to drive you to the store. This phrase, you deserve some help, sounds so innocent, but it opens the door to them, controlling your situation, your home, or even your money. Remember, even if the person seems completely trustworthy, they may have an agenda. It's not necessarily about ill intent, but control, which can easily come from a misunderstanding. These helpers might genuinely think they are helping. However, they may slowly take over small aspects of your life. Before you know it, you might be dependent on them. And once you're dependent, You're vulnerable. Keep in mind, you deserve respect, and you deserve to feel safe in your own home. Always. Be cautious of anyone who makes you feel indebted, no matter how well-meaning they seem. We'll talk about what to do in these situations soon enough. Now there is one more dangerous phrase that you need to be very aware of. It's a real doozy, and we will cover that next. Welcome back, friends. We're discussing those tricky phrases, those little whispers that can chip away at what you've worked so hard for. Remember, we're talking about protecting your inheritance, your peace, your future. Now, let's look at the second phrase. It's often disguised as helpfulness. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I can take care of it. Picture this. It's the day after your husband, bless his heart, passed. Your friend, a neighbor you've known for years, is there. You're overwhelmed. The lawyer's documents, the insurance forms, the mountain of paperwork seems impossible. Your neighbor, with a sympathetic smile, offers, "Let me handle the bills. You just focus on yourself." Sounds kind, doesn't it? It can feel like a huge weight lifted, especially when you're grieving. But consider this. Who's going to review the bills? Who's going to question a charge? Who's making decisions about your money, completely without your day-to-day oversight? Things can go astray. A single, well-meaning mistake can snowball. Remember, my friends, it's always wise to understand where your money goes. Even in moments of great sorrow, try to maintain a degree of control. Consult with family, a trusted friend, or a professional before handing over the reins entirely. Perhaps they could assist, but always maintain at least some involvement. The third phrase, and it's a sneaky one, is, "Don't worry about it. It's all taken care of." This is often coupled with a sense of urgency. Imagine, you've mentioned that you're worried about repairs on your home. It's your sanctuary, and you want to keep it safe and functional. Then a friend says, "I know a guy. He'll do it cheap, and don't worry, I've already spoken to him." Sounds convenient, right? Especially when you're already stressed about the cost of living. But be cautious. Never allow a situation where you don't know all the details. Get another quote, understand the materials, and always get a written contract. Don't just blindly trust. These seemingly innocent phrases, offered with a smile, can open the door to trouble. They prey on your vulnerability, especially when you are grieving or feeling alone. Protect yourself. Ask questions. Get second opinions. But the biggest warning is yet to come. So in the next part, we'll talk about the subtle signs of influence and how to reclaim your power to make the right choices for yourself. All right, welcome back, friend. We've talked about those subtle words, the ones that sound so kind but can slowly chip away at your hard-earned life. Let's move on to the third phrase, and this one. This one is sneaky. It often comes wrapped in a cloak of shared laughter or gentle concern. You deserve a treat. Now on the surface, this sounds harmless, doesn't it? Maybe your neighbor brings over a box of expensive chocolates. Your friend suggests a pricey massage. A new acquaintance insists you try the best restaurant in town. They might say, after everything you've been through, you deserve it. And in the first few weeks, it feels good. Someone cares. You do deserve a little pampering, right? But listen carefully. These treats often come with strings. Maybe you feel obligated to reciprocate, to spend money on them, or to do favors for these generous friends. Sometimes, these treats are the beginning of getting you to share more information about your money, how much you have, and where it's stored. They want to know what you're planning on doing with it, or maybe what you're not planning on doing. Think about it. Are these people truly your friends? Or are they testing the waters? Are they slowly creating a dependence? They know your situation. They might be waiting for the right moment. Protect yourself. When you hear, "You deserve a treat," pause. Consider the source. Do you trust this person implicitly? Are they asking for anything in return, even subtly? If you feel uneasy, it's okay to say no. A simple, "That's very kind, but not today, thank you," is all you need. Always remember, you built your life. You have the right to decide how to enjoy it and who to share it with. This is a really important thing to understand. Even after you've weathered all this and managed to find some peace, there is still more you need to know about to maintain it. And next, we'll talk about even more powerful steps you can take to make sure you are in control.